Welcome to the American Ladder Institute Safety Training for Single Ladders and Extension Ladders. The objective of this training is to provide safe ladder practices. During this video presentation, you will be shown the proper techniques to select, inspect, set up, use, and care for single ladders and extension ladders. Ladders are useful tools that, when used properly, serve as a safety system for climbing. Working at an elevated height is, however, inherently dangerous, and the safety afforded by a ladder is often circumvented by misuse. Each year, over 160,000 people are injured as a result of falls from ladders due to not following safety precautions. Most of the injuries are cuts, bruises, and fractures, but more than 300 result in death. Making a mistake while using a single ladder or extension ladder can change or end your life. Properly following the techniques presented in this training will maximize your safety. To begin, let's first examine the single ladder and extension ladder. You may not know what the term single ladder means. A single ladder is a one-piece, non-self-supporting portable ladder, non-adjustable in length. It is virtually identical to the base section of an extension ladder, which is why the training for single and extension ladders are logically combined. In fact, it is acceptable to use the base section of an extension ladder, designed with detachable sections, as a single ladder. The extension ladder is more complex in that it has more parts. An extension ladder is a multiple-piece, non-self-supporting portable ladder that is adjustable in length. It consists of a base section and one or two adjustable telescopic sections, often called fly sections, that move within guides and/or brackets arranged to permit length adjustment. Both single and extension ladders are intended for use by only one person performing work. Single and extension ladders require a level ground support point in addition to a top support. Let's compare the single ladder to the extension ladder. Both are comprised of side rails, rungs, end caps, instructions and warning labels, and anti-slip safety shoes, which are optional on wood ladders. The extension ladder, however, has multiple pieces and more parts relating to the movement of the telescoping fly section or sections. These include fly section rung locks, which lock the fly section in position in relation to the base section. Guides and/or brackets that restrain and guide the movement of the fly section. And a rope and pulley system, which is required to facilitate extending the fly section on extension ladders longer than 16 feet. Single ladders and extension ladders are manufactured in a variety of sizes, materials, and duty ratings. To select the right single or extension ladder for a particular job, the following must be considered. Work site environment. The work site environment is the first factor in choosing the material from which the ladder is constructed. Ladder materials include wood, fiberglass, and aluminum. If the work to be done is near a source of electricity or requires the use of electrical power tools, an aluminum ladder should be rejected, since aluminum is an electrical conductor. Electrical shock while working from a ladder can trigger a fall or cause your heart to stop, leading to serious injury or death. A clean, dry fiberglass or wood ladder should be used. On the other hand, if there are no electrical power sources in the work area, an aluminum ladder may be lighter in weight and a satisfactory option. Next, size of the ladder must be considered. Single ladders are available in sizes up to 30 feet. Extension ladders range in size from 16 feet to 60 feet. The length of a single ladder is the same as its size. The length of an extension ladder is dependent upon the number of fly sections and the amount of overlap between each section. A minimum overlap is required for extension ladders of 3 feet for 16 to 32 feet ladders, and up to 6 feet overlap for ladders taller than 48 feet. The maximum extended length of an extension ladder is equal to the size minus the length of the overlap. The maximum extended length of an extension ladder is shown on a label on the side rail of the ladder. Selection of proper single or extension ladder size requires knowledge of the height to the top support point. In the event the top support point is a roof eave, the top of the single or extension ladder must extend 3 feet above the roof eave if the climber's intent is to access the roof. The highest standing level should also be considered. For single and extension ladders, the highest standing level is the uppermost rung that is at least 3 feet down from the top of the ladder. The highest standing level is shown on a label on the side rail of single and extension ladders. For extension ladders, this dimension changes as the ladder is adjusted to different extensions. It is unsafe to use a ladder that is too long or too short. The maximum work height is established by adding your height and reach to the highest standing level of the ladder. Do not step or stand above the highest standing level on the ladder. Doing so will increase the likelihood of losing your balance and falling from the ladder. As a general rule, never step on the top 3 rungs of a single or extension ladder. Finally, calculate the total weight the ladder is to support. Do this by adding your weight, plus the weight of your clothing and any protective equipment, the weight of tools and supplies you will be using, and the weight of any tools and supplies to be stored on the ladder while working. Compare the total weight to the duty rating of the ladder, which will be shown on a label on the ladder. There are 5 categories of ladder duty ratings. Type 1AA, Special Duty, supports a maximum of 375 pounds. Type 1A, Extra Heavy Duty, supports a maximum of 300 pounds. Type 1, Heavy Duty, supports a maximum of 250 pounds. Type 2, Medium Duty, supports a maximum of 225 pounds. Type 3, Light Duty, supports a maximum of 200 pounds. Do not assume that a longer ladder has a higher weight capacity. There is no relationship between ladder length and weight capacity. The key to ladder safety begins with the inspection of the worksite and of the ladder. To properly inspect and secure the worksite, check overhead for electrical hazards or obstructions. Clear any clutter from where the base of the ladder will be located. Be sure the surface on which the ladder is going to be placed is free of anything slippery, such as water, ice, or oil. Be aware of environmental conditions. Rain, snow, and ice increase slipping hazards. Wind may cause instability while carrying, moving, and using single and extension ladders. Block off the area around the ladder to prevent being knocked from the ladder by people or equipment. If you are working around a corner, put up signs to warn others of your presence. Ladders must not be placed in front of closed doors. The door must be blocked open, locked, or guarded. Although highly durable, a ladder can become damaged by improper handling, transport, fire, or corrosion. A thorough inspection should be made at the time of purchase and before each use. Never use a damaged ladder. To begin, examine the ladder for loose, damaged, or missing parts. Start the inspection at the bottom of the ladder. Make sure the feet are not broken or malfunctioning and that the shoes are secure. Moving up the ladder, inspect the side rails for dents, cracks, or bends. Along the way, check each rung. Ensure the rung-to-rail connections are free from damage. Inspect all hardware and accessories. If inspecting an extension ladder, make sure both rung locks are in working order. Rivets, joints, nuts, and bolts must be tightly secured. If the extension ladder includes a rope and pulley, test for smooth operation. Replace the rope if frayed or cut. All surfaces must be clean of oil, grease, and other slippery or sticky materials.